Welcome back to Homebodylive. Today is Thursday, June 4th, 2020. My name is Andi.
I'm Ben.
And welcome back to our living room. We are so glad to have you join us for some community conversation and exercise. As always, I will be leading a low impact workout. Today we will be focused on the lower body. So that's that.
That is that. Andi will be standing leading. I will be doing modified versions of the exercises, either sitting or standing, holding on to the chair. We recommend, if you're going to hold on to something, use something very heavy and sturdy.
Absolutely.
That isn't going to slide around. We are barefoot, working on a non-slippery surface. You should be wearing appropriate trainers, gym shoes with plenty of space to move around. And again, as always, if you feel any pain at any point, stop, take a break, hit pause, join back up with us in a minute, and we will be here.
Perfect. Thanks for filling in.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Teamwork.
So we're just going to start in our march. Let's just warm our bodies up. Our air conditioning is on like full blast right now because it's 85 degrees in New York, and I'm pretty cold.
Yes.
So I need to warm up.
We overdid it a little bit on the AC right now.
Right?
But
It's cold.
it'll warm up in a minute.
Good. All right, let's bring this into a high knee. So like I said, today's workout is all centered on the lower body. So we're going to be doing a few different variations of a squat and lunge, and Ben will be showing you the modified versions seated. And then we're going to be doing our heel raise and a toe raise today. So we're going to cycle through each of these exercises a few times so you like the hang of it. As always, take things at your own pace. Ben and I try and keep like a moderate pace, but you can always speed it up or slow it down depending on what works for you. All right, I'm getting a little warmer.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm making this a selfish workout right now. You can even lift your arms up over your head if you want something more. Really pulling those legs up,
Yeah.
using your core.
Definitely feel my core more.
Yeah. Good. Let's be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So our first exercise is just going to be a regular squat. So if you're standing, you're going to have your legs about hip width apart, nothing too crazy. And you're just going to be sitting back as if you're sitting back into a chair, so putting that weight into your heels, and then standing up. If you started seated, you're going to keep a flat back, and as if you're standing up from your chair, only coming up a tiny bit and then sitting back down. So you're really engaging underneath your legs to do that.
Using my arms, my hands on the chair for a little balance and support,
Yep.
but mostly my legs.
And similar to me, if you're standing, this is another great way you can modify. If you want something extra, squat a little bit lower. If it's too hard, just do a tiny bend. So again, that's a big squat or a little squat. You can make it work for you. I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. I'm keeping my chest up, and again, that weight is in my heels, so I can even lift my toes up off the floor. That makes it known that I'm like sending my booty to the back of the room, as if you're like leaning back to sit in a chair. Good, we're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now I just want you to widen your legs out a little bit more. I'm actually angling my toes to the sides of the room. And now you're going to do the same thing. So now it's as if you're sliding down between two walls. So you're keeping your back straight, you're kind of tucking your pelvis under. And this gets into more of that inner thigh area. So before, when we were doing a regular squat, that's more for your hamstrings and your glutes. Now we're strengthening our inner thigh. So you're like zipping up as you come up, you're squeezing everything together. Same thing like Ben's doing, he also widened his base of support, his legs.
Yeah.
Do you feel it more in your
Definitely.
inner thigh? Good.
Absolutely.
Good. Let's do 7 together. 6, 5, 4. My knees are tracking towards my big toe. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job.
Wow.
All right, shake out your legs. Give yourself a break. It's leg day, so your legs will be exhausted after this.
Don't
That's
skip
okay.
leg day.
Don't skip leg day. Okay, this was Ben's idea, so don't hate me.
Hey.
We're going to be doing, if you're standing, we're going to be doing lunges on one side. So I just step one foot out in front of the other. If you are seated, you're going to be doing the same thing that you just did with your squat, but you're only using one leg to come up a little and then go back down. So that weight is just in one leg. Ben's putting his other leg kind of like hovering it next to himself. So again, if you're standing, we have one foot stepped down in front of the other. We're bending our front and our back leg and then coming up.
This is really hard.
It is. We're going to be here for 8 more. 7, 6, I feel it in the back of my leg.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, switching sides. Give that leg a break.
And I'm definitely using my hands on the chair for stability and support.
We call these, I cannot even do the full range one, but it's called a pistol squat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so I switch my legs, my other leg's out in front, and I'm bending and straightening. Good, and I'm just dropping my, same thing before when we did those legs apart. My pelvis is tucked under, and I'm just going straight down and straight up. So I really feel this in my back leg. Good, let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. So this next exercise, you guys should be pros with if you're a Homebodylive regular. We're going to be doing our heel raise, so lifting our heels up off the floor. But today we're actually adding in something extra. So after you lift your heels up and come back down, I want you to challenge yourself to lift your toes up off the floor as well. So it's one movement at a time where we lift heels, come down, and then lift toes and come down. So we're really working on stabilizing, strengthening those stabilizing muscles in our calf and the front of your leg. So this is really important for when you're walking or shifting your weight. So heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. You can also do this, of course, holding on to a stable surface. My calves are so sore today, I don't know from what. So that doesn't bode well for me. Good, making sure you're breathing. Up, back, up.
And I'm using my upper body to add a little bit of resistance under my calf raises because I don't have obviously the full weight of my torso and upper body on my calves. Just leaning forward a little bit on them.
Okay, let's do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, my feet are sticky, and 1. Good, shake it out. I promise I will lead you through a good lower body stretch before we finish today. We're gonna do that once through. So starting with your marching in place as soon as you're ready. So just taking this time to reset. This is like a little active cool down before we get back into it. Good. And then you can look forward to tomorrow will be our Friday stretch. That's exciting. And then another week has come and gone. Good, that's bringing that into our high knees. We won't be here for as long, so if you'd like, you could just bring your arms up. Good. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice and long neck. Alright, let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So feet are hip width apart, and we're just going into that little squat. So sending your booty to the back of the room. Weight is in your heels. And again, you can make this as large or as small as you like. Good. Nice job, Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You too.
Thanks. Good, and I'm squeezing my glutes as I come up. Squeezing my hamstrings. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Opening those legs out and externally rotating from your hips. So turning your toes out. This is a wider base of support, getting into that inner thigh. So we're sliding down and squeezing up. So again, I'm really concentrating on activating those inner quads. Those they're inner quads. I can't say it a different way. But I also at the same time am still squeezing my glutes. So again, it's like sliding down in between two walls. My pelvis is tucked under. Really trying to like make my legs feel nice and long as I come up. Good. You can add in some arms here if you'd like.
I would not like.
Well, if you added in arms, it would be such a good core workout.
Yeah.
Try it.
It's
Try for
already
one.
very hard. That's really hard.
Right? It's like standing up off the floor without any support. Good. Let's do 5 more. Squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Just for the record, I always ask Ben to switch jobs with me. I'm happy to do the chair roll if it's too hard for you.
That was
Ben.
hard. I think that one was harder than the standing one.
Probably was. All right, now going to our single leg lunge. So I'm going to start by stepping 1 foot forward. And there's like a decent amount of space. I want to make sure that when I lunge down, that my knee isn't going too far over my leg, my foot. I want to try and keep those 90-degree angles. And we're just bending both legs and straightening. And I feel this along the back side of that straightened leg. Good. Bend standing up a little bit on one leg. I'll go easy on you. We only have 5 more here.
2.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching sides. So now I'm stepping forward with my other leg, keeping that nice neutral pelvis, going down and straighten. I feel that so much here behind my leg. Good, I'll show you from the side again. Okay, just a few more. 6, 5, 4 is one side harder than the other.
This side's way harder.
3,
Clearly this leg is
2,
not quite as strong.
and 1.
Whew.
Nice job.
2.
Proud of you.
Nice.
All right, last set, we're doing our heel raise, coming down and then lifting your toes. So as I lift my toes, my lower body kind of wants to shift back, and I want to try and keep my whole body together. So I don't want to do this my torso goes forward, my legs go backward. I want to try and the same way that when we rock up, we go as a one piece. You're aiming for the same thing when you lift the front of your toes. I hope that makes sense. It's all about keeping your body together and really just stabilizing so that your body moves as one. Good. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, still moving as 1, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out.
Wow.
Woo! I'm really shaking my legs.
Yeah, same.
All right, so we're gonna stretch out our legs. So let's just start by keeping your legs, you can have them about hip width apart. And let's just start by having a slight bend in them and keeping a flat back, reaching towards your feet. So some of us might stop on our thighs, that's totally fine. Some might stop closer to their knees. If you're flexible, you can get down closer to your toes, or you can show off and touch the floor. But just initiating some sort of stretch in your hamstrings behind your legs. Good. So holding that stretch. Wherever you are, let's just rotate one arm up. Good, and you should feel that stretch in the opposite leg. So if I have my right arm up, I feel the stretch more in my left leg. Good, coming back to center. And then raising your other arm up and twisting your body. And now I have my left arm up, I feel the stretch more in my right leg. Good, coming back to center. And then slowly coming back up. Now let's just do one leg at a time again. So putting our heel out in front, bending your leg that's behind, and then just reaching with a flat back. So really pulling your toes up towards your body. That'll increase the stretch in your calf.
Yeah.
Good, switching sides. Other heel goes out, bending your back leg, flat back, and then pulling those toes up towards your body. I like to massage my calf too as I fall over.
Yeah. Classic. Ooh, that feels good.
Yeah, and then slowly coming up. Awesome, let's just shake out your ankles. Other ankle. And we will see you tomorrow for our Friday stretch. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday. Take care.
See you tomorrow.